What's happening, friends? Welcome back to Dynamo DeFi. My name is Patrick, and on this channel I talk about cryptocurrency, decentralized finance, and economics. Today's video, we're taking a step back into the Terra ecosystem to look at some exciting launches and airdrops that have happened there recently. First, I'll look at the NFT boom that has happened on Terra the past week or so. Truthfully, this caught me off guard, but I'll give you my take on it. And refer to you to some other resources that will have more information on some of these NFTs. Then we're going to take a look at Loop Finance. I've covered Loop on this channel before, but they finally launched, and there is an airdrop for Luna stakers, which I'll go over. And then finally, we'll take a look at Nexus Protocol, which is in the process of launching. It's essentially a yield optimizer on the Terra network, and I'll talk about some of the features that'll be launching on Nexus, as well as their airdrop, which was for Anchor stakers. So not for Luna stakers. Their airdrop was for Anchor stakers. With that, let's jump into NFTs. So like I said, this kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect NFTs to be a big thing on Terra, because I always thought of Terra as more of a DeFi network. But Galactic Punks, which launched and have gotten a number of large, important people in the Terra network to use them as their profile pictures, have really taken off. Right now, you can see the floor is 45 Luna, and it's a pretty shallow floor, which is way above the minting price. After Galactic Punks, so by the way, RandomEarth.io is sort of the main website for these. I hesitate to call them blue chip yet because they're so new, but these well-publicized NFT projects on Terra. RandomEarth seems to be the go-to place for them to do their minting. Luna Bulls is another project that launched over the weekend. Right now, the floor is around 9 Luna. The minting price was 2 Luna. And this one was a really difficult mint. A lot of people didn't get it. There were some bugs with the mint, but it is doing decently well so far. And then Terrapins, which launched at 3 Luna just yesterday, and the floor right now is just above the mint. I think it was 3.2 when I checked a few minutes ago. So Terrapins, kind of a play on words there. So I'll make this pretty brief because this is a DeFi focused channel. But my strategy with these is if I can get in the mint on any of these big projects that are launching on RandomEarth, I will. But I'm not in the business of trying to flip NFTs, so I'm not getting involved with any of that. I will say I did buy a few Terrapins at the floor price, since it was essentially the same as the mint, and you were limited to minting one, because I have a giveaway planned on this channel once I get to 1,000 subscribers. And that's pretty much all I'll say about NFTs, just that I'm only minting blue chip projects on Terra. If you want more information on some of the other projects that are coming up, I would refer you to another YouTube channel by a gentleman named Denku R. Phenomenal channel, covers almost exclusively the Terra ecosystem, but he has a really long video, almost an hour long, on NFTs on Terra, and I'd recommend you check that out. With that being said, let's jump into some of these other projects. So Loop Finance, I've covered before, is a DEX with an interesting twist in that they also have a community function, and in the community portion of their website, they have various articles about crypto and all of those sorts of things. So you can see there's official news, community news, weekly best, monthly best articles, and anyone can publish on here. So I've mentioned this before, but you can use this as a way to earn some crypto if you have time, but not money to invest. And we'll talk about a second what cryptos you're earning. So they all are also a DEX. So dex.loop.markets. Right now they only have a few pairs, but they did launch their DEX this week. And the main pairs right now are Loop UST and Looper UST, LOOPR. So they have 2 tokens with 2 different use cases. First token I'll talk about is Looper. So Looper is the token of their community. So if you publish articles on here and people like them or comment on them or share them or whatnot, then you are rewarded with Looper tokens. And the use case of Looper tokens, I had to do some digging to find this, but I found Tom Norwood, who is co-founder of Loop Finance. he responded to someone asking what it was used for, and he said that you get Loop airdrops if you hold Looper. So that is the use for Looper. To be honest, not entirely clear to me why they aren't just dropping Loop tokens to people who write content. Maybe they have some other utility for Looper as well. I don't fully understand why they need to have a 2-token system. But the use case is if you get your Looper tokens from this, then you hold it, you will receive Loop airdrops. And Loop is the farming and rewards token for the DEX, so Loop markets. And what you can do with this token is you can stake it. You will earn a share of 25% of trading fees. So 25% of the trading fees get distributed back to the staking pool that Loop token holders receive. So Loop token that actually is quite nice value capture. I like this token quite a bit, although I haven't bought any yet. I did, however, as all Luna stakers do, receive an airdrop. I didn't receive this. It says that you can claim an airdrop even if you can't actually claim one. So a bit buggy right now, as is this whole website, it looks like. Well, it was for me. Maybe it's my internet. But I didn't receive this, but I did get the Loop airdrop. So if you've been staking Luna, you will get this. And what can you do with this? Well, you can deposit it in the Loop UST pool if you're so inclined. That's what I'm planning to do. So right now you can see there's about $4 million locked in there. And what's interesting is that they have a farming program going on right now where from basically a few days ago to the 21st, they are distributing 1 million Loop tokens to people who are providing liquidity. And you can do the math. There's only about $4 million of liquidity, 1 million Loop tokens. That's roughly 1 Loop token per $4. And the Loop tokens right now are about $1. So that's roughly almost 25% return in just 2 weeks. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of this while it's lasting. That is Loop Finance, Loop Markets / Loop Finance. I guess they have 2 different names for the project. Excited to see where this goes. And again, they have a 2-token system. Next up, we have Nexus Protocol. So Nexus offers better yield, and yes, it does. So they have 2 primary projects that they're launching soon. First is a BLuna BETH Anchor Vault to maximize yield. So basically, this plays with how much you're borrowing and what you're doing with the borrowed cash in order to earn the best yield possible that you could from using Anchor. And the other cool thing they're doing is protecting users from liquidation risk, and this is somewhat technical, so I'd refer you to their light paper to read about it. But essentially, it has to do with either front-running oracles and other strategies like that in order to close the position before people get liquidated. I'm a little bit nervous about that because I don't know. Obviously, hasn't been battle tested yet. Although I imagine they're running simulations. But things can break in reality, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But it is a cool idea to maximize the Anchor borrow loan to value ratio. The other interesting vault they have is a UST mirror vault. So some of you are already doing this strategy, I know, because I've had people message me about it. But on Mirror right now, because of the protocol incentives, you can both short and long a stock at the same time, or a mirrored stock, excuse me. You can short and long a mirrored stock, and that produces yield with that's delta neutral. So basically that means it doesn't matter if the asset goes up or down, you're going to earn the yield either way. And Nexus is coming out with a way for you to do that automatically. Truthfully, I think this is probably going to kind of kill the game. Right now, you have to do some math and you have to figure out the strategy for your own. Nexus is going to automate it, so I'm expecting these delta neutral yields to really be hurt by these automated pools. That being said, it is kind of a neat strategy, and it will allow people to take advantage of this. By the way, this is not, in my opinion, this is not good for the Mirror token because I imagine that these Mirror rewards will be automatically dumped, and so not great for the Mirror token. Let's see. And so then you can go on Nexus, and as I said before, their PSI token launched, or I suppose maybe Psi. They have a lowercase s and I, which is pretty rare in crypto. So Psi token, they did do an airdrop, and right now it's come down a little bit. It was around 0.14 yesterday, but this is, if you were staking Anchor for governance, this airdrop would have been worth roughly half, maybe more than half the value of your Anchor. So quite nice airdrop, and my understanding is they are going to continue to do airdrops to Anchor governance stakers. So that's a phenomenal use case for Anchor, and potentially nice rewards if you decide that you want to buy Anchor and stake for governance. And these tokens here, what can you do for them besides providing liquidity? Well, they fortunately have their light paper, and these are the tokenomics. So Psi holders will be entitled to stake and earn a pro rata share of protocol fees. Love to see it. It's also the medium of yield distribution. And then you can see they have some stats on token distribution. I will caution you, so the total supply is 10 billion. It's unclear how much has been released so far, but it sounds like it's only in the few tens of millions. Maybe some people are saying as much as 100 million, but no one really knows. But either way, consider that the fully diluted value right now is over $1 billion, and the protocol hasn't launched yet, so ape with caution on this. But if you've been staking Anchor, then you should get a nice juicy airdrop right now. Nice value accrual though, so I definitely have my eyes on this project. Final thing I want to make a note on is that I will do my best on this channel to cover airdrops on Terra. That being said, as you can see, there's more and more coming out. So I would also refer you to SmartStake, which is a phenomenal website, terra.smartstake.io/airdrops. And they are curating all of the airdrops that are on Terra. They even have a feature for some of them to see if you have an unclaimed airdrop. So I would strongly recommend you use this to just make sure you don't miss any airdrops that come out. That's all I have to say today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any comments on these protocols down below. Do you like Loop Finance? Do you like Nexus? Were you able to get any of these NFT mints? Really interested to hear which of these three projects is your favorite, if any of them, or are there other NFT projects on Terra you like? And until next time, this is Dynamo DeFi.